you are. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm KK and I'm your host. Today we have another lesson in German Sharmarke. We're going to teach you guys. Please, if you can hear me, drop 222. Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you everyone for being here with us today. And please everyone, let's welcome German Sharmarke. Drop 22 or 44 to welcome him.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you very much, Keith. Good evening or good afternoon or good morning. I don't know wherever you are, but this is Sharmarke Mohammed. It's the start of a new week and a new lesson of basic Forex. We have been doing this for the last 2 weeks, and now we are in the third week that we are going to continue basic Forex. We are going to talk about the types of analysis. Analysis is one of the one important component of trading. You have to analyze and you have to check where this trend is heading. So there are 3 types of analysis. There are 3 types of analysis. We are going to go through each one tonight, and we will see. We don't hear you clearly, Mr. Chairman. I have to cut the wheel. If you hear me clear, please, you can type 1 in the chat. If it is only Abdul Qadir, I think Abdul Qadir has to fix his. Yeah, leader there, Binale, Zambia is clear, Cave, Khalif is clear. So it's only Abdul Qadir the wheel. Fix your speakers, inshallah. Okay, let me continue. There are 3 types of analysis in basic Forex. We are going to talk about in deep so that each one will understand what are these 3 types. The first one is a technical analysis, and the second one is fundamental analysis, and the third one is sentimental analysis. So let's dive in and see what are the differences between these 3. We will start with the technical analysis. This type of analysis is used by traders to study price movements. They will check where the trend is, they will check if there are consolidation zones, they will check if there's a breakout, they will check if there is a flag pattern. All these kind of things, they are going to map the market. Traders study historical price movement in order to determine where the price could go. They are looking the past history, what has happened in this area. Is this a strong resistant area? Is this a support area? Where is the market? When the market comes, how does this react? Are there more buyers here? Is it the seller's zone? So there is a lot of things that you need to check. It's more of the charts movement. So you are going to see this. You will see that there is an old trend here, and then you see that there is pullback here and a flag pattern, and then there is a breakout here, and then there is a new trend coming. So this is the way that a technical analysis usually do. Let me go to the next one. That's a technical analysis. And then technical analysis, it's the charts, there are indicators, and there are price patterns. You'll see the crossover of the moving. You will see that there is a support here because of this EMA, the 50 AM EMA always will give you a support because it goes under the price, and the 15 moving average always goes with the trend. It goes with the trend and the price. So usually there is a crossover. Whenever crossover happens, that's when the breakout happens. So this is what the technical analysis will help you do. Fundamental analysis is more of news or event in the market. If there are any event in the market, it's usually fundamental analysis. You will study or check out Bloomberg TV. Bloomberg TV is a live TV that talks about the financial market, and it's called at bloomberg.com. People who trade with Nasdaq or SPX 500 or any index, usually you can check this website. And there is another, the biggest one that usually events happening around the world, and it's forexfactory.com. And there are other economical calendars, investing.com. Yeah, so there is a lot of websites that you can check, but the theory here is that you are updated with the news happening around the world, especially those that makes the market move. The USD, GBP, yen, Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, those events, euro, those are the biggest movers in the market. So you have to be updated on this. There is what we call a sentimental analysis. This is the overall feeling of the market. This is the way you feel it. It's not as important to understand every detail of news, but more important is to know how people are responding to the news and how that shows up in the market. You are going to see if there is an event of news happening and how this is going to affect the market. So it's an individual feeling when it comes to sentimental analysis. The biggest question is, which one is the best? We have seen three different technical analysis. It's the one that traders check the chart, and there is the news events, and then there is the feeling of sentimental. So which one is the best when you wanted to have a decision in the market? So let's see which one is the best. Which one do you think is the best? You can write in the chat. Which one do you think will be the best? Before I go to Abdullah Liban said is a technical analysis. Yep. Okay, let me continue. So we have technical, and there is another guy who said, Muhammad Ahmed said fundamental. So we will see which one will be the best. I hope that here comes. Okay, that was just a voting of which one is the best. It's a question that everyone needs to know. So there is a technical, there is a fundamental, there is a technical. So each one, traders usually have each his technique. You have your decisions, because it is you who makes the decision whether to take the trade or not. So if you think that a technical analysis the best, you will be using technical analysis. If you think that fundamental and news, there are people who are news traders. Yeah, inshallah. I think Chief will contact you and see what she can do about it. So we'll see if we can add you into the groups. This is another important thing which I wanted to talk about. The one which is which one, and support, resistant, and trade line. Do you know why basic Forex is always important? Because we are going through over all what you needed in trading. If you understand the importance of basic Forex, you have all what it takes. Because we say that 20% in this market is skill. So if you are good in a good position of basic Forex, you are expected to have a good result in trading Forex. Because we talk about everything. And here tonight we are going also to discuss what's a support, what is resistant, and what's trend line. Support, resistant, and trend line, and how you can draw a support and resistance. And we will see examples within the coming slides. As you can see here, okay, let me delete this. Here we can see that the market went here up and then hit there, and then it come back and then hit floor, and then we went up and then we hit the roof, then we come back and hit floor, and then roof, floor. So this is where what we call here is a support. This is where the price gets a support. Whenever price comes here, there is a support that's giving the market to push up. And when the price reaches here, this is what we call a resistance. So if you see that resistance is broken, retested, and then continue, that means the market will start a new support system here. That will be the new support. And then there will be another resistance somewhere. There will be some support resistance somewhere. So always when a resistance is broken, it automatically changes into a support. If support is broken, and then the resistance will move here and the support will go down. So that's the way history moves between the market. So now we know that what is support and what is resistance. So let's continue and see within the market. This is a live market, as you can see. And all the places that the arrow is looking up, it means that there is a support here. There's a support here. There's a support here. And when the price break here and then come back, there is a support here. And usually when the price goes up and hits here and then comes back, then hits. And if you see here, all those reversal places, that is resistant. So usually this is how you can check the market. Where will I get a support and where will I get a resistance? If you are selling the market from here, if you are going to take a sell order from here, you are expecting to go here, you will put your stop loss up of the resistance and you will put your TP up of the support. So that is the way you can also determine how to take your trades when you are dealing with support and resistance. I can't hear you, sir. Yeah, everybody can hear me, so it's only you, I think, because I can't hear you well, sir. Is my voice clear? Please, you can drop again one so that I know that everybody's following me. Now I can see that Bashir Duale says, I can't hear you. Yeah, Leader Ali, I will say, yep, Muhammad Jama, yes, Kef, yeah, it's only you. Let me continue then. This is typically another well-seen resistance and support. This is where the market has had a support because of the market touch here 3 times, and that means that there is a support here. There was a big move here, but the move could not continue from here. There is 1 time, and then 2 times, and 3 times. And then what happened? There was a reversal. The market just went back. And here, as you can see, there is another support. You know what happens here? When people were selling from here, this is the idea behind the support. When people had a sell orders from here, they already have an idea that there is a support here. So usually people have their TPs. They will have a TP somewhere here. And that makes the market to move back because of most of the orders. Here will be take profit, here will be take profit, and here will be take profit. So when all the sell orders from here take their profits, the market will start to go back, and there are sellers that will flow from here. There will be sellers, there will be buyers, I mean. And buyers will have their take profit somewhere here. Most of them. Some of them will wait if there is a breakout, but usually they will have their take profit here. So this is what makes the market to move up and down. It comes here, and then it goes to the resistance, and then comes back to the support, and then goes to the resistance, and then comes back to the support, and then goes to, but there will be one time that it will break here, or it will break here. So usually, if you were not flowing the market, for example, you have seen the market here, you have seen the market price moving here. What will you do? You will either wait here, or you will wait here before you place any order. So I think it's very, very clear what does a support and resistance. Resistance means the upper side where the market comes back and refuses to break, and the support is the floor. Each house has a roof and floor. So we call resistance as a roof and support as the floor of the house. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. There was a resistance here, there was a resistance here, there was a support here, and then there was a break, retest, and then it went, stand here, and then as you can see here, this price area was resistant, but when the resistance was broken, this has become a support. So remember always that if resistance is broken, it will become support. If a support is broken, it will become resistant. That's just vice versa. Yeah, here is yeah, this was a support and this was a resistance. It was broken down, and then there was measured target. The target was here, and then we come back again. So that is the way that there is no support which is forever. But in the market, each support and each resistance has a way to see which one is the strong resistant and which one is the weaker resistant. And it depends on how buyers are reacting from this price line or how sellers are acting this line. There is always a fighting between buyers and sellers within the market. And that's where they usually have their battle. The trend line, we will discuss also the trend line, and this will be the last part of our session tonight. And trend line means it will show you where the market is heading. If it is, if the trend line is going up, if the price is going up, you are going to check that you have a trend line that is going up, and trend line is valid when it has two touches in price with each direction, if it's a down direction or if it's up direction. So this is now a valid. If you have only one touch, it's not a valid trend line. So here we have a good trend line that's going up. The only time that the market has we had a trend line that the market was going up. This was a touch. This was a touch. Yeah, this was another touch. The price was going up and up and up. There are bullbacks, like this is a bullback and then it continuation, and then but what happened here, there was a break of this. It was a gap, and then there was a test here, and then we come back, stand here, but the trend still continue. But this trend line is not valid anymore because of there was a change. We have to start drawing another trend line. We have to start a new trend line. So this trend line doesn't exist. Buy overall uptrend is still intact. Here means that still we are going up. Price is still making higher highs and higher lows, which means we are still going up. There is not a break, but the trend line has been broken. Anyway, that's the idea. And here we can see a mix of trend lines. There are a big trend line and there are short form trend lines. So here, as you can see, we have a short trend lines. You go here, you have the price, 2 touches, and then you can cross. If you have 2 touches, you can cross, the trend line can cross. And here we can see that the price was going up and up, and then there was a break here. There was a break here. So, and here we have a trend line here, and then there was a break here. Whenever the trend line is broken, there is no trend line at all. Yeah, here is more explanation of touch 1, and then there is a touch 2, and there is touch 3, and then we have touch 4, and then we have touch 5 somewhere here. So here is at this 3rd touch of the trend line support, we have a valid trend line from which we can trade. If you can see here, if we have 1, 2, and 3, that means, hey, now we have a good one. So the entry candle will be this one, because of this has touched the trend line and then reacted. Entry candle B, the trend line, we come here and then we buy again the 2nd candle. So this is the way that it works. After this 3rd touch, each time price touches and respects the trend line, a trader can take a long position, which is stop just below the trend line. Always when you see that there is a new trend line, here is stop loss. And then you continue up. You take another trade here, that will be your stop loss. And then we have another one here. We have to get another confirmation candle if we can flow, and then we can have a stop loss here. So I hope that everyone is following the lesson and you understand what I'm talking about. I hope that you understand what it means and what does a trend line means. We are clearly flowing, mashallah. Yes, yes. Good. Let me see if that's our session for tonight. Yeah, and this is that was uptrend, and now we can see the downtrend. Downtrend is just vice versa, it's the other way. You can see the first touch is here, and then we have touch 2 and touch 3 and touch 4. That's where the price, a new line here, or maybe you can go from here to here. Yeah. So this is now, and it's the same way. You enter here. So this is a sell part. We are going on a downtrend. Yeah. Here we can see former support becomes resistant. Yeah, this is just the explanation of what we talked about before. And here, the driver from this 2 points and 2. Then you continue up, and then there is a break of trend line here. Trend line, there was a support, there was a break, retest, and then continue. That become a valid support line. And here, as we can see, the trend line was broken again here to the higher side. And then we have touch here, we have touch here, we have touch here. So the market moves around between one trend line to other trend line. So it usually works the support, resistance, and component. This this was an up trade racing, and then the full trade. That was the trend. I think this is very clear and everybody understands. This is a support and that's the entry point. And here is the exit point, which means the stop loss. If you have a trend line going here, you have a point to sell and you have your stop loss here. You're here and get here your SL. So trend line as a support. You are using the trend line as a support, which means trend line. Confirmation checklist will be our second, will be tomorrow night lesson, inshallah. And this will be my lesson tonight.